Charles Bone.
And I'm in agreement with Jeff Johnson, but only thing I have a problem with is people leaving because of safety issues in the city of East Cleveland. I mean, we have a good police department, don't get me wrong. Now, what makes me tick, I say again, what makes me tick, we lost Funeral Hospital.
That made me tick too.
Okay, that made me very tick. I mean, I've been in the city long enough to know Nate Martin, we talk all the time. But it's also degrading to see people go back and forth. We need to come as a discernment body. When unity comes in, there's discernment. We need discernment in this room. Well, my question to you two, Mr. Johnson, I admire your courage. We both graduated from Conwood High School.
How can you against you?
But on the issue of population, that I'm a little confused because I'm a renter. I stay on rental property, and on a personal note, what are we going to do about holding landlords accountable to their means to keeping their property up and keeping homeowners? I got no problem with homeowners. I'm talking about as far as people that own property, commercial property versus business and residential property.
Let me just say to you guys, this is hard work.
Oh, yeah.
And that's okay if someone calls me a liar or dishonest. I just got renewed for 4 more years, so. Because it's not easy. And there are times when all white crews are working in a black community. And there are times when houses are being torn down, but I'm trying to keep up. And I can do what I do, and I can only have a reputation to fight how I fight. And that may be indication if I'm connected to helping in East Cleveland beyond my mouth, that I could do a certain level. When it comes to that, that's one of the issues that we share, Glenville and East Cleveland. The foreclosure, the rape of our community. So we also need to share the hard work to get us back up. And so that's part of why I'm advocating this. Now I can deal with individual issues about how I'm dealing with the housing. Part of the day is really to talk about East Cleveland. So I will say to you that my approach with East Cleveland is that we will be fighting together on the issue. And that the resources, the talent, and the commitment that comes out of whatever's in Cleveland, however you judge me, Conwell, whoever else, would be helping to fight in East Cleveland like they're doing on the east side of Cleveland. But I don't really want to go in deep, I don't want to drill down too much on how to deal with vacant houses, except to say I'm trying to do that in Glenville. And if anybody knows my record, they know what I'm trying to fight for is money for rehabilitation and not just money for demolition. Because if they tear down a third of Glenville, they have really messed with the culture of Glenville, given the size of the house. And the same thing with East Cleveland. And, but it's okay. But don't tell me the reason why we shouldn't merge is because Cleveland got problems. Because that, I get that, I agree with that. The question is, who's going to be at the table to help East Cleveland beyond what you got now? To help with your problems, and how much resources can we bring that comes with being part of Cleveland? And that's kind of what I guess I'm selling for next year's vote on that. But I'm not going to, I decided a few years ago not to get mad when somebody calls me a liar and all that. Because I know how hard I work, and I know how much I'm yelling at the folks downtown, and I know all that. But you have every right to stand up here and question me. And